Hello. Today I'm going to be doing a brief video on one of the most fundamental aspects of the Lumina Spark model. That is to say, the four colours that underpin Lumina Spark and which are drawn on for Lumina Learning's other products. It's firstly important to point out that psychometrics can often be perceived as quite a complex, even arcane field about which the average person knows very little. Conversely, colour is universal. It is ubiquitous. It is for this reason that using the four colours that Lumina Spark does serves to simplify a seemingly abstruse field to the uninitiated by applying groups of personal qualities that frequently go together to a broad four-colour level. Consequently, the four colours not only serve to simplify this area of study, but serve to make Lumina Learning's products visually stimulating as well as creative. Admittedly, the meanings of colours can change and differ over time and can differ in different cultures, and elements of this will be touched on in this presentation. However, it is also true to say that certain patterns and connotations have persisted over the years with colours. And it is these particularities that Lumina Learning seeks to incorporate into its four-colour model. Firstly, if we take green, for example, green in Lumina Spark is known as empowering green and covers the qualities of intimate, accommodating, collaborative, empathetic and adaptable. The links between these qualities and the colour green are easy to spot. Green is the dominant colour in nature and is traditionally associated with fertility, growth, harmony, peace and safety. Green is in fact the universal colour of safety. In the Hindu and Buddhist concept of chakras, centres of the body from which we derive energy, green is associated with the heart chakra, which allows us to empathise more, feel compassion and feel empathy. You may be interested to know that the very etymology of the word green dates back to roughly 4000 BC to one of the earliest known agricultural communities, the Proto-Indo-Europeans. And the word green in fact derives from a word from their language spelt grow, G-R-O, which means to grow as we know it now. This idea of growth is very much in keeping with the notion of empowerment and development at the heart of Lumina Learning's use of the colour green. If we move on to yellow, yellow is known in Lumina Spark as inspiring yellow and covers the qualities of spontaneous, conceptual, imaginative, radical and sociable. Sparks of golden yellow are thought to carry the promise of a positive future. Yellow in the chakras is associated with the solar plexus chakra, which allows us to turn dreams and goals into reality. Yellow is also thought to stimulate creativity and intellectual thought. It is for this reason that lawyers in the US tend to use yellow notepads. Thirdly, red in Lumina Spark is known as commanding red, covering the qualities of takes charge, tough, competitive, logical and purposeful. Red is traditionally associated with boldness, dynamism, activity and energy. Red is actually used, or was actually used in heraldry, as the sign of a warrior's military strength. You'll also notice that red is often used by political leaders and high-flying businessmen in the use of the red power tie. For red is the colour you will notice first wherever you go. In a similar vein, this is the reason why we roll out the red carpet for VIPs and celebrities. At a negative level, red is associated with temper or anger, and hence Mars, the red planet, is known as the god of war in ancient Roman mythology. Finally, blue in Lumina Spark is known as conscientious blue, covering the qualities of reliable, practical, evidence-based, cautious and observing. The colour of the sky and the ocean blue is viewed as a constant in our lives. For these attributes of the sky and the ocean will never change. Blue is also used in the English language in a host of expressions to underpin the notion of caution, of reliability, of dependability, of things that are planned and detailed. If something happens once in a blue moon, it indicates the occurrence of a very irregular or unusual event. And similarly, if something happens out of the blue, it was something we didn't expect to happen. In addition, the expression a blueprint refers to a detailed design plan or drawing. In addition, you'll also notice that blue is used as the colour of many uniforms, such as police officers, security guards, nurses, etc., because it is thought to denote this notion of reliability and trustworthiness. And in a similar vein, this is why blue is often used as the colour of financial institutions. And furthermore, as a final point, blue is used in heraldry to denote truth and loyalty. That is the summary of this 4-colour presentation. I hope that it's been very informative and stimulating for you, and that you'll be able to use it in your future coaching exercises.